1 Kings chapter 19. And when Ahab reported to Isabel all that Eliyahu had done, also how he slew all the prophets with the sword, Isabel sent a messenger to Eliyahu, saying, So let the mighty ones do to me, and more also, if I do not make your life as the life of one of them by tomorrow, about this time. And he feared, and rose up, and ran for his life, and went to Beersheba, which belonged to Yehudah, and left his servant there. But he himself went a day's journey into the wilderness, and came and sat down under a broom tree, and prayed that he might die, and said, It is enough. Now, Yahuwah, take my life, for I am no better than my fathers. And he lay and slept under a broom tree, and see, a messenger touched him, and said to him, Rise, eat. And he looked and saw by his head a cake baked on coals, and a jar of water. So he ate and drank, and turned and lay down. And the messenger of Yahuwah came back the second time, and touched him, said, Rise, eat, for the journey is too much for you. And he rose up and ate and drank, and went in the strength of that food 40 days and 40 nights, as far as Horeb, the mountain of Elohim. And there he went into a cave, and spent the night there. And see, the word of Yahuwah came to him, and said to him, What are you doing here, Eliyahu? And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahuwah Elohim of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant. They have thrown down your slaughter places, and they have killed your prophets with the sword. And I am left, I alone, and they seek my life to take it. And he said, Go out and stand on the mountain before Yahuwah, and see Yahuwah pass by, and a great and strong wind, tearing the mountains and breaking the rocks in pieces before Yahuwah. Yahuwah was not in the wind, and after the wind an earthquake. Yahuwah was not in the earthquake, and after the earthquake a fire. Yahuwah was not in the fire, and after the fire a still small voice. And it came to be, when Eliyahu heard it, that he wrapped his face in his robe, and went out and stood at the cave opening. And see, a voice came to him, and said, What are you doing here, Eliyahu? And he said, I have been very jealous for Yahuwah Elohim of hosts. For the children of Israel have forsaken your covenant. They have thrown down your slaughter places, and they have killed your prophets with a sword, and I am left, I alone, and they seek my life to take it. And Yahuwah said to him, Go, return on your way to the wilderness of Damascus, and you shall go in and anoint Hazael as sovereign over Aram, and anoint Jehu son of Nimshi as sovereign over Israel, and anoint Elisha son of Shaphat of Abel Maholah as prophet in your place. And it shall be that whoever escapes the sword of Hazael, Jehu does kill, and whoever escapes from the sword of Jehu, Elisha does kill. And I shall leave 7,000 in Israel, all whose knees have not bowed to Baal, and every mouth that has not kissed him. And he went from there and found Elisha, son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen before him, and he was with the 12th. And Eliyahu passed by him and threw his robe on him. And he left the oxen and ran after Eliyahu and said, Please, let me kiss my father and my mother, and then I follow you. And he said to him, Go, turn back, for what have I done to you? And he turned back from him, and took a yoke of oxen, and slaughtered them, and cooked their flesh, using the implements of the oxen, and gave it to the people, and they ate. Then he rose up and followed Eliyahu, and became his servant.